Hey, it's Christy, and I am so thankful to be with you for another video. Thanks for joining me. I want to talk about intimidation when it comes to a goal. Do you have a really big goal, but you just have no idea how to get there? And so you're just intimidated by this really big goal. And so you just find yourself stuck, not even getting into action at all about it. That was my life for honestly too many years. I hate to admit how long I just kind of sat there with this goal, but was intimidated by it. I think that a goal that is so big and audacious should be something you chase after. Why play small? I mean, if you're going to show up, you might as well go all out, right? So what is a big goal of yours? I'm going to give you a second to think about it. What is a really big goal that you're actually truly intimidated by it, right? You think, I don't even know if I could accomplish that in this lifetime. Let's uncover what might have you intimidated by it. I want to ask you something. If you couldn't fail, what would you do? And is that answer correlated with the goal that you just said? If it is, I think that we need to get into action on this. I was intimidated by this very, very big goal of wanting to buy my first home. I had no idea where to start. I had no money in my bank account. I had just started a different job, so I didn't even know if I had the employment history available to get approved. And I had no idea what my credit score was and wasn't really sure even where to start. So I didn't. I just kind of bounced along and moved from rental to rental, and who loves that, right? So I finally decided, what is it that has me intimidated? What has me stuck? And I realized this goal just felt so out of reach that I didn't know where to start, so I just didn't get into action. Well, just standing there not doing anything is not going to serve you well. So what is the first thing you need to do? Do you need to have a written plan? Do you need to share this goal with somebody so you can have an accountability partner or somebody that cares about you, that wants this success for you as well? Is saying it out loud something that is scary because then it might make it real for you? Well, I encourage you to do all of those things. Get in action. Just having it up here isn't going to do much in your world. Okay, so you've written it out, you've said it out loud, you've shared it with somebody who wants the same kind of greatness that you want in your life for yourself as well. So now what do? Start talking to the people that are already in that space, right? So I started talking to people who were already homeowners. I started talking to a real estate agent that said, where would one get started, right? And he introduced me to a mortgage loan officer so that way I could at least have a conversation and start getting my things lined up. And it turns out I wasn't far away from that goal, or at least I wasn't as far away from that goal as I thought I was. And so in the role I was in, I got paid a little wonky. I had this tiny little base salary, but some of it was bonuses and some of it was commissions. And I didn't have a very long history with that. So the person I had been aligned with actually had a solution for me with averaging out deposits on bank statements over 12 months. So I didn't know that was a thing. And it's funny because now that's what I'm doing in my day job, is helping create solutions for people who also want to buy homes. So I share this with you because it might feel like it's way off in the distant future, but it's possible that it's not that far away. So one of my clients bought a home for me a couple of years ago, and they came back to do a refinance. And as we were just chatting and getting caught back up again, she had shared with me that she has this burning desire to start a business. And so as she's sharing this with me, she's telling me that she wants to start a food truck. And I thought, how absolutely cool. So I know somebody who has a food truck and said, y'all need to talk, right? Because this person started off someplace. Go have a conversation with him, find out what you need to know, and he could probably save you a lot of anguish by sharing with you, what he has learned through that process, and might get you there faster. Well, we did a refinance and got them a little bit of money in their pocket, and then got the monthly payment down even lower. So it freed up their cash flow. So now she's well on her way to having the amount in savings that she needs, because she's over here in this job. She tried walking into her bank and saying, hey, I'd like to start a business and I'd like funds for that. And they were like, sorry, you don't have any history in that line of work. You don't have anything to secure or collateralize that loan. And quite frankly, we don't know if you can pay it back. We don't know if your business is going to be successful. You haven't even started a business. So if starting a business is one of your big, hairy, audacious goals, start a business plan. You guys, the National Chamber of Commerce has a group called SCORE, and it's these really amazing, experienced, smart, brilliant business people that have specialties, right? So there's somebody who has a background of a restaurant, somebody else who has a background of real estate, somebody else who has a background of launching businesses from scratch. And they give of their time on a volunteer basis that you could sit down face to face and have a conversation, and they can help you get in action. There's a lot of amazing resources right here on YouTube as well that you can learn from other people. But whatever your goal is, sitting there not getting into action because you're intimidated by how big that goal is not serving you well. It's keeping you stuck, and it has you playing small. If you're intimidated by the thought of failing, think about Thomas Edison. This brilliant mastermind had a whole team of people helping him with his big goal. And do you know how many times they failed? Like hundreds of times. Do you think if he just gave up after the first attempt or second attempt, we would be where we are with technology? Like, he was the forefront of a lot of things for us. So start thinking about failing forward. I heard that term before, and I absolutely loved hearing that, because if you don't get into action at all, you're failing. You're failing by not even trying, not even starting. And I've heard this saying as well, that a graveyard is the richest piece of real estate there is on this earth, and it's because dreams are buried underneath that dirt. And just that hits me. There's so many people that don't even try because they're scared of that goal. They're intimidated by that goal that they have. You guys, reach high. Surround yourself with people who could mentor you, who could bring you people into your life that could give you direction and guidance. Sometimes it's not money that we need. Sometimes it's not a business plan that we need. Sometimes it's not, oh, if I only had that kind of money, if I only had rich parents, if I only, we are born in the most amazing country with the most amazing opportunities. It is not a lack of resources. It is a lack of resourcefulness. You have it around you. Just get into action. Start asking questions. Hey guys, if I wanted to start a business, what would I do first? And start listening to the people who are successful. So here's a word of advice. If you wouldn't switch places with that person in your life, don't take advice from them. You got that? Okay. I see advice coming from all different places, and a lot of times it's not somebody that I would switch places with in my life with theirs, so probably not going to listen to advice from that person. So write out that big, audacious goal of yours. Don't be intimidated by the goal, and just know that if you fail at your attempts to reach it, you're failing forward because you're learning out of it. Sometimes we win and sometimes we learn. So I hope this encourages you to start moving forward and getting into action into whatever big goal you have. Thanks for listening.